welcome back to my channel. How you are doing? I hope you are all doing good. You are highly welcome. So on today's video, we are going to be talking about some mistakes married women make. At least I am a married woman. I've been married for some years now with kids. I'm a mother. I have a husband as a married woman. So most of these things I'll be sharing with you, I've had experience of it, okay, in marriage, especially marrying as a young girl, okay. So at least from the stage where I am now, I can look at where I started from and I can see a lot of improvement, a lot of changes, okay, a lot of efforts that have been put, okay, to make it strong and strong as it is till today. So I think I have right to share with you guys, okay, some mistakes as a married woman that I've made, that I know that a lot of married women out there makes these same mistakes, okay. Not all of them I have been a part of, but I know that a lot of them, some of these mistakes are what is really causing some problems in so many homes today, okay. So I decided to share with you guys, and I hope that the message I share goes to the right ears. So my number one mistake that married women makes in marriage is we spend more time complaining rather than praying, okay. So being married and living with someone who is typically from a different background, okay. I know I am from a Christian home and I have been taught to pray always, but you can really understand that in marriage a lot comes in with it, and at times you may even forget who you were before you got married. And you can understand with me that it is not easy, even when you are not newly wedded or your marriage is not new. Some people still have this same problem of complaining of every situation in their marriage rather than praying. So when I newly got married, this was my case, okay. I would always call, my mom and complain of some certain issues. Likewise, every man out there, okay. So I think God is the right person to go to in prayers instead of complaining about every situation or everything that happens. The right thing to do is to pray about it. Complaining will get you to anywhere. Oh, my husband did this. Oh, he did this. Oh, he doesn't listen. Oh, he's that. Oh, he's this. Then to God, tell God something about it. Tell God something about it. When I started praying to God about some certain issues, okay, regarding my marriage, and when I started seeing the positiveness, when it started reflecting, when I started seeing the results of my prayers, and I got to a time at times, my husband would be like, I can see, I don't really like doing these things anymore, I don't really do this anymore. I don't appreciate it the way I usually do it. I think I now prefer it the way you were telling me before. I'll be like, I thank God, finally you have realized. So that is just it. There is nothing prayer cannot do. It is only God that has the hearts of the kings in his hands, just to turn it around when he wishes. Only for you to just recognize that and go to him in prayer. So one of the mistakes married women makes in marriages is that they complain a lot rather than praying about their situation, which is the very important thing to do in marriage. And the next one is neglecting themselves. After all, I am a mother of 4. What else am I looking for? What else? Why do I have to take care of myself? Why do I have to dress well? Why do I have to clean up, look sexy? Why do I have to do this? Why do I have to do that? After all, what else am I looking for? What else are you looking for? You are looking for to please your husband at every minute of the day. Okay? That thing he saw in you before he came to ask for your hand in marriage, he wishes to see that every day, even after you have had kids. Get up and clean yourself. I used to have a friend then, okay? Not really a friend, someone I know that from morning till night, she's tying wrapper on her waist. Oh my God. Even when I wasn't married, okay? That was when I wasn't married. I was like, auntie, but why will you always, your husband leaves you here in the morning and he goes to work. You are with that wrapper on your chest. And when he's returned back, you are still with the wrapper on your chest. What then? How do you entice him? How do you make him feel happy? How do you make him feel after? A man is supposed to be enticed by the wife's appearance. And then you will say, no, let him not go outside and cheat on me. Let him not go and look at another girl outside. Let him not. Why are you not covering your own space very well? Why do you want to give room to another girl outside? If you are going to shopping, you shop for your kids, you shop for your husband. Every time you shop for all of them, but you forget about yourself. This one, I used to be part of this. There was a time in my life that all I cared about was to make my kids look very, very good. And my husband, every Sunday I would always look for what to wear. I will always be scattering my luggages, searching inside my wardrobe, looking for what suits me very well to wear. Like when I had my second son, after I had him, I added a lot of weight. And instead of me changing my wardrobe at that time, I decided not to, but I was always shopping for the house. I was always shopping for them. I was always shopping for both my husband. Then, at a time, I had to talk to myself. Look, so I decided to go shopping for myself, to please myself, okay? So a lot of us women, you tend to forget about who you were before you got into the marriage. God did not design marriage for you as a woman to be the bearer alone, and then you look tattered and you forget about yourself. Some women don't even find time to sleep. Some women can't even remember the last time they had time for themselves. Some women can't even remember the last time they went to pedicure, manicure. They can't even remember anything because they have let their life go. They have no life of their own anymore. They are not living only for the husband and the children, which is not right. So that is one of the mistakes many women make in marriage. One thing you should ask yourself is, remove that Mrs. from your name, and then what is your name afterwards? Okay? Remove that Mrs. in marriage from your name and ask yourself, what is that other name? What is it living for? What is it doing? Okay? Ask yourself that question. And of first women makes the mistake in marriage of playing the role of a head. We cannot play the role of a head because we are not the head. When Bible specifically stated the state of marriage, he says that the man is the head of the home. You are there to support him. You are not there to play the role as a head. Some women, when it is time, like maybe paying the children's school fees, instead of them waiting for their husband, okay, to discuss about it, they quickly run around and go and look for money, borrow money, and they come and solve the problem sharp, sharp. And then tomorrow you are expecting the man to act up as a man that he is. No, he would always relax. After all, my wife is in control of it. Give them that opportunity to play their role as a head. Because a head in the home has a lot of responsibilities. And him being conscious of his responsibility will always make him want to move and solve things and get things resolved. But when he sees that you are always in front, wanting to prove that you are so smart, he would always relax. And then tomorrow you begin to complain, my husband doesn't do this, he doesn't recognize this, he can't even do this, he can't even do that. It is not so. He's doing that because he knows that if he don't do it, you will do it. Allow the man to play their role as the head. Why wouldn't a man listen to the wife? If you are playing your role very well as a wife, he will listen to you. And when he doesn't listen, allow him. Don't go and start dragging it with him. Don't go and start putting your own order with him, because it doesn't go well. Two captains cannot be in the boat. Stand your ground where the Bible God has said you should be as a wife. Allow him take charge as the head of the home. Don't always be in the front. He needs to learn to play his role as a responsible man. Okay? Now, another mistake again is a lot of us women tend not to put our husbands in front of our kids. Many of us are guilty of this. When you nearly got married, it was just you and the man, and everything was going smoothly, okay? The cuddling, the kissing, everything was just, the loving, the care, everything is just going so smoothly. And then when the kid comes, the division begins to set in. And a lot of us now tends to put our kids in front of our husband. It shouldn't be so. Look, the first person you are obligated to as a woman married in a marriage, as a woman married, is your husband. Treat him like a king that you have always treated him at. The presence of children make no difference. Everyone have their own place. Don't divide it. And don't take what belongs to this and put it in the hands of the other. No. Look, when God chooses to bless man and a woman in the marriage with children, the children are not there to put a demarcation between them. They are there to help the bonding grow more, and gives them a responsibility also in bringing up those children well, because the children are there to also watch and learn from the parents. If your husband is a king to you, you learn to treat him properly. And nothing can ever come in replacement of him. Not even your child, not even your kids or whatever. Everybody have their own role, their own place to play. And again, we also make these mistakes of correcting our husbands and loving our children, which is not how it is supposed to be. Look, as a woman also, and as a married woman, in fact, as the Bible has stated that it is, it says, love your husband and respect him. Children are given to us to correct and to train. But your husband, you are to love and to respect. There used to be a time in my life, okay, when I would just like, you know how men are. When they keep things anywhere and anywhere, and I always get angry and I complain. But I thank God I got over it at a certain stage in my marriage. I just got to let it go. And every time you will complain, oh, he put this here, oh, he put his clothes here, and you will be complaining. But if it's your child that put those things in disorder, and we will tell him, Mickey, Junior, come on, darling. Okay. Oh, you put it there? Oh, don't worry, mommy will put it in your order. But if it's your husband, what will you do? Why did you put that thing there? Are you not schooled enough? Are you not a man? Are you not this? You should use your common sense. Oh, your husband was brought into this world by a woman. His mother has done that one of training him. Your duty is not to train your husband. Your duty as a wife is to love your husband and not train him. Train your children so that tomorrow there won't be a problem to a woman, another woman in future, or another man in future. That is your responsibility. Your responsibility is to love you. Wait, your husband was brought into this world by the mother. Do you think the mother has not trained him enough? The woman has trained him enough. Until today, even as he married you, he's still putting those clothes everywhere. That is where your duty comes in as a woman. That is it. That is the helpmate. That is the helpmate God has made us to be. That is the helpmate. We just need to understand. And the last one is underestimating the effect of tone of voice. Oh my God. A lot of women, when they are talking, even when they are trying to correct, or even when they are, trying to let a man know that, okay, sweetheart, please, this is not how it's supposed to be. You need to look at the way they talk. We tend to underestimate this. And look, even when you are correcting a child and you raise your voice, that child will be like, but you are shouting. Why are you shouting? So we need to understand that in marriage, the way you talk, your tone of voice matters a lot. In fact, I have come to understand that when I want my husband to change some certain things, okay, when I want him to act or to do something, I lead by example. Instead of repeating the same thing over and over again, I lead by example. Let's say I want him to learn how to exercise, okay? Which I did. This is something I did now, okay? This is something I did. Let me just say it to you guys. My husband is not really the exercising type, but I am, though for some time now, I have been letting go of some. I am this person that I do skipping, I do exercise a lot before. But since after a while for some time, I have been calming down, which I am planning to restart again. But my husband is not. But I had to make him because he's good for him. Because I want him to be healthy. Because I want him to be fit. Because I want him, okay, to look strong for me. So I led the example. Okay? I just don't tell him that every time you will be doing this, every time you will not agree to do this, and you will be consuming carbohydrate, every time you'll be this, you'll be that. No, I didn't do that. I just led by example. And he saw the effect in me, okay? And he saw it, he saw the results of me keeping fit, and he decided to come in. So even now that I'm not so okay in it, he does. So that is it. At times, I have chosen at times not to even use words in some certain situations. I just live by example. Then if there are ones that I need to use words on, there is a way you will correct someone. That's your correction is good, but the tone at which you gave that correction makes it look like it's a bad one. So at times we tend to underestimate the tone of our voice when we are communicating. It is so important for us to know this. So this is my video for you guys today. Marriage is not easy. It is not, it's not easy. It takes two to tango with understanding. Thank you so much for watching my video. I sincerely appreciate you and I love you all. Thank you. If this is the first time you are coming across my video, I appreciate you. Thank you. See you guys in my next video.